First and foremost,
Yeah.
fuck you for giving me such a broad question answer. I don't think I chose music. I honestly feel like music chose me. Only because it wasn't never a conscious thing where I was like, I want to do this. You know, it was more like I sort of fell into it. I had a love for it. You know, one of my more vivid memories as a kid was, where are you from again?
Boston.
So in New York, there was a supermarket called, if I'm not mistaken, A&P. And whenever the commercial for this A&P supermarket came on, I would always sing the music to this commercial. And A&P is like different way. I don't know. I can't. Right now, I wish it would be such a romantic idea if I could like remember the theme song, right? Like, oh man, no, but no, I don't remember. I definitely do not remember it. But what I do remember is the yearning and the necessity of me knowing and appreciating that at such a young age, at like 2 or 3 or something like that. And like, now that I'm saying it out loud, it's like one of the only things I remember from me being a toddler, right? So it must mean something, you know, like I had such a deep, rich connection to a sonic landscape as such as a commercial, you know what I mean? I was drawn to it. So from then, I started, now I can remember like badgering my mother for some kind of guitar. The guitar was the thing that I was drawn to, definitely. So like every year for Christmas, I would definitely ask my mom for some kind of guitar or something like that. I don't even know why. Like I'm like recanting these things in my mind, and I'm like, why? Like I don't even know, right? Like, and so one year I remember she got me this really cheap little tiny red keytar, like my, you know, West Indian parents, like you ask them for something, but they gotta get you something that's not exactly right, but it's something. It's like somewhere in the circle. It's in the Venn diagram of things, right? So she got me a guitar, but even though it wasn't a guitar, I loved this thing. I loved it, and it made really bad. And I mean, I was 4 or 5 at the time, right? So like, I didn't really. It was cool. Like I strapped it on and I played it, and I was just like, that was it. And then I grew out of that, and then it was like, you know, actually, I want a guitar. I want a guitar, man. I want to get into it. I want to play guitar. I want to be great. I want it to be great. Like, it's so funny I'm saying this out loud right now, because like, what 4 or 5-year-old wants to be great at something, you know? Like I can definitely honestly say to you that at that age I was like, I want to be great at playing the guitar. Am I great? I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure out. I've still got a lot of things to work out. But yeah, and so then thusly my mom got me an actual guitar, finally. I remember it was a Sunday when we went and bought my first electric guitar. And I love that thing. And it was a black like Fender, it was a Squier, but it was a Fender Strat shape, so it was like the iconic guitar shape. So it was a stepping stone for me. And then, I mean, before that, my mom and I, that's another beautiful thing about my mom was, you know, I had an interest, and she didn't even have to be interested in it, but she shared it, you know what I mean? So we took lessons. My mom and I took guitar lessons. She saw that I wanted to be good at something, so she wanted to be on that road with me, you know what I mean? I think that's kind of a beautiful idea. Then, you know, after I started to get an aptitude for the guitar, so here's kind of another moment in which I start to realize, or one starts to realize that, you know, something is chosen for you. I never practiced. I still never practice, and that's to my fault. I should practice academically. What I do though is I play the guitar. But when I first started, you know, I had these little passages I would do for class or whatever, but really and mostly what I did was play whatever the hell play whatever the fuck I wanted to play. You know, it wasn't. It was. I rarely. I did. Of course, I had some moments where I was playing things out of books and stuff like that. But a lot of the time, it was me like, oh, yo, here's a sound I'm hearing. Let me see if I can recreate that or read. And that started to sort of spur into creation of my own style of playing guitar. So much, in fact, that I've definitely been fired from gigs because I don't play conventionally. I've never, maybe not fired. I've never been fired, but I've definitely gotten a, what is he doing right now? Like, it's kind of weird. So again, I think that this is, the guitar sort of chose me, because if I chose a guitar, I feel like if I chose a guitar, it would be a more studious approach. A more like, yo, let me listen to all these things and like try and copy them, you know what I mean? And try and sound like these guys, whereas my approach was more like, I just want to play, you know, I want to get good at me. I think one of my major influences, or one of my major catalysts, if you can use it in that way, is the idea of purpose. You know, the idea of mandation, is that the word? Of being mandated to fulfill a certain role. And I think that is definitely something that is a huge and major and annoying and painful and complex and confusing force, because I don't know how many times I've been in a situation where like, yo, I can't do this. I don't even want to do this. Like, no bullshit, I want to quit. I want to quit doing this because like it's not doing what I thought it was going to be doing. I'm not at a certain place where I need to be. But every single fucking time, something pulls me back into it. It's not it had never been my choice. It was never my choice to do this. And that's why it's almost necessary. It's important for me to get my voice heard. I don't know why. I definitely don't know why. But someone does. Someone needs to hear what I'm doing. And I don't know who that person is. I don't know where they are. But for whatever reason, I've been mandated to write songs and sing them to the best of my ability so that I can touch someone.